Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention for a moment. You're all very welcome here today. Before the ceremony commences, and for your safety and comfort, I would like to bring the following information to your attention. There are 7 exits in this auditorium, 3 emergency exits at the rear of the auditorium, and 4 exits at the front. In the unlikely event of an emergency, please proceed directly and calmly to the exit nearest to you. The use of lifts is not permitted during an emergency evacuation. Once outside the building, you are asked to proceed to Assembly Point G at the corner of the green area outside the auditorium. This assembly point is marked by green signage. We kindly request that you remain in your seats for the duration of this ceremony. Should you require to leave your seat, please use the exit nearest to you. Please note that smoking or vaping is not permitted in any area inside the college. In preparation for the ceremony, I would ask you to please turn off your mobile phones. As this event will be live streamed and photographed, we kindly request you to refrain from talking during the ceremony. Now, if you could please all stand for the graduand procession. please remain standing for the academic procession.
Please be seated. Iana Erica, Aguina Uishla, Foil to Rive. Good Ian Sharman Shaw in a run for Dovoctony or Didakush or Rave Kemaha and Colashta. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the graduation ceremony at which third level awards will be conferred on graduates of Griffith College, Dublin. I'm also delighted to welcome graduates and their guests who are joining us today online. Our panel members include Professor Diarmuid Hegarty, President of Griffith College, Ronan Fenlon, Director of Griffith College, Seamus Fitzpatrick, Head of the College's Business Faculty, Madeleine Ford, Deputy Head of the Business Faculty, Yvonne Farrell, Head of the College's Teaching and Learning Department, along with Programme Directors and Faculty Lecturers involved in the delivery of our programmes. I'm Dr. Tomás McGuckagon, the College's Director of Academic Programmes, and I'm delighted to have the pleasure of being your MC for this graduation ceremony. Con túsa carleis na himachtaí, Iarmanis ar an talamh Diarmuid Hegarty, Uachtar an Coláiste Gréfa, Lauertling her Ceanna Coláiste. I would like to begin the proceedings by inviting Professor Diarmuid Hegarty, President of Griffith College, to deliver a conferring address.
Distinguished guests, colleagues, graduands, ladies and gentlemen. From time immemorial, the day of the harvest has always been a day of celebration. For you, today is that day, the day on which the seed tentatively sown by you comes to full flower. Today, it's our pleasure and privilege to see you rejoice in its flower and savor its fruit. Now, the growth period hasn't always been easy. Like any plant buffeted by the storms of daily life, there were times when hands other than your own tenderly nurtured its growth. The green fingers to which I refer are, of course, of family, partners, and friends who shared your trials and tribulations, prepared meals for you, and put up with your inevitable but hopefully few cranky moods, and those who so readily accepted the stress that you were so relieved to pass on. Now, in the time-honored tradition of Griffith College, I'm going to ask the parents, partners, families, and friends to stay seated while the graduates stand up. Now, I want you, the graduates, to turn back to your parents, relatives, family, and friends behind you and express thanks for the support you've received over the various years by acclamation, applause, or cheers, however you like. do sit down. And I'm reminded of an occasion when, in fact, I continued speaking for about 5 minutes till somebody actually tugged me from behind and said, by the way, do ask people to sit down. So can I just say, you might have thought that this was your day. Well, it is. Treasure this moment. It's a special moment, and it will live vividly in your memory for many years to come. An academic award is not an entitlement of rank or class. It's won through many hours of mental toil and diligent application, and no one can take this from you. So wear your gowns with pride and hold your qualifications in the high esteem they deserve. As president of the college, you would wish me to acknowledge the contribution to your success of my colleagues as members of boards, as lecturers, administrators, librarians, and faculty members. I'm delighted to welcome our distinguished guests, Ms. Intan Nadia Ramli, Head of the Chancellery of the Embassy and Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of Malaysia, and her husband, Mr. Afiq Azhar Azrul Hardaf. And Nazir Ab Razak, Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of Malaysia. We're delighted to welcome Adam Harris, the recipient of our Professional Excellence Award in recognition of his leadership in autism, and in particular in the establishment of the charity As I Am, who is here today with his partner Daniel O'Driscoll. I'd also like to welcome Dermot McDermott, Kiltipper Woods Healthcare, Eamon McGuinness, my colleague from Bagot Street Hospital, and Lola Abudan, talent acquisition business partner in Rehab Group, Tom Boland, Rory O'Sullivan, and Patricia O'Sullivan of the Higher Education Colleges Association. I wish also to welcome Noel Mitchell of Keynote PCO and Porrick Brennan, PR consultant, Ian Jones, Orla Callan, Sandra Mooney of Innofarma, and Batira Ogelli and Bethany Woolley, accomplished alumni of Griffith College. Together, we celebrate not just your success, but also to acknowledge the pivotal role that education plays in shaping a sustainable and prosperous future for us all. It's an honor to stand before you as founder of Griffith College as we mark our 50th anniversary, a legacy of excellence, innovation, and impact attributable to the staff of Griffith College. And that legacy you now continue. We graduate this month a truly international group of graduates. I wish to congratulate them and welcome their families in their own language. Estudantes brasileiros, parabéns. E que sus familiares e amigos sean bem-vindos. Estudantes mexicanos, estudantes panameños, estudantes bolivianos, enhorabuena. Damos la bienvenida a vuestros padres y amigos. 中国学生，今天我们非常高兴祝贺你们，和欢迎你们的家长和亲友。Our Malaysian students, Pelajar Malaysia, Tanya dan Samoga Kelugar, dan Rakan Anda, Mengokapan Salamat Datang. At this stage, I'm actually reminded of an experience that I had in one of my visits to Malaysia. I would normally, in fact, take a note of the hotel name, just in case I came back in a state other than the state in which I left. And would be able to give it to the taxi driver. And so I assiduously wrote down the name, wrote it down on a piece of paper. And then as I left our destination to come back to the hotel, I gave him the note. And I received a torrent of abuse, which I couldn't understand. And I just asked him to drive around, and he drove around, and eventually I recognized some of the streets, and eventually I was able to bring him to our hotel. And I couldn't understand why. It was quite clear why he didn't understand it. And I brought the note into the reception of the hotel. And I gave them the note. I said, this is the name that... Sir, we should explain that Hotel Keluar is the Malay for hotel exit. So, you know, that's just making you aware of the risks of expeditions into foreign language. And I've made all the mistakes. Étudiants français et françaises, félicitations et bienvenue à votre famille et vos amis, deutsche Studenten. Herzlichen Glückwunsch und mögen Ihre Familie und Freunde Ihnen willkommen sagen. But don't let us stop there. Our alumni network stretches far and wide, encompassing individuals who have made indelible marks in various fields. Together, we form a community of minds dedicated to making a difference to effecting change on a global scale. Don't hesitate to set your sights on the pinnacle of your profession. Your standards are set by fellow alumni who last year took 19 prizes and so far this year have taken 16 prizes across all accounting body examinations. And they include a 6th and a 7th in the world for ACCA in a world of 542,000 students, 6th and 7th. And also 4 first ACCA placings in Ireland, together with 12 first places in the CPA examinations in 2024. We're particularly proud of Karen Sutton and her team in the law faculty. I see somebody's calling out for an application form. I said, particularly proud of Karen Sutton and her team in the law faculty on receiving the accolade of Law School of the Year at the 2024 Annual Law Awards. We also salute the law faculty on prizes won by its students in the Law Society entrance exams. We're also proud of our graduates from design faculty who received the Institute Designer Award for Fashion Textiles and a highly commended award in fashion design. But let us also cast our gaze forward over the next 50 years to the 21st century challenges you shall face. None is more pressing than climate change, such as Spain is currently experiencing. Other effects include changes in wind speeds, storm tracks, water stress for crops, pressure on water supply and quality, and possibly 1/3 of the world's population living in Sahara-like conditions. We are just birds of passage, as the Native Americans put it. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children. And of equal concern will surely be the impact of the conflicts such as Ukraine, Lebanon, Gaza, and the West Bank on the future of the planet. What is happening there surely contains the seed of repeated conflict. We fervently wish for peace, but wishing it is not enough. It falls to your generation, recognizing that life is precious, to eliminate the conditions such as poverty, disadvantage, discrimination, and civil strife which lead to wars, and to create environments conducive to peace. This is easily said, but take comfort in the global village that you are creating, in the valuable connections that you have made. Your unprecedented access to knowledge means you can see humanity's problems and the solutions that will work to solve them. We can also see how technology is being leveraged to address our greatest challenges. Examples are renewable energy, carbon capture, and sustainable agriculture. In searching for solutions, do remember that minds are like parachutes. I'll let you dwell on that comparison. Parachutes best function when they are open. And thanks to medical advances, you will live longer than your parents. So as you embark on your journey, I encourage that you consider entrepreneurship, not necessarily starting a business. Instead, even as an employee, think of entrepreneurship as a mindset, a way of approaching challenges and seizing opportunities to create value, to innovate, and make your mark. So remember to stay on track, but not for too long in case you get run over by Dart or Lewis. The road to success is dotted with many tempting but misleading parking places. And it isn't about having all the answers, it's about asking the right questions. It's about seeing a need and deciding I can meet that need in a new way. Reid Hoffman, the co-founder of LinkedIn, said, an entrepreneur is someone who jumps off a cliff and builds a plane on the way down. You might describe that as the Boeing approach. Sometimes the best way to learn is by doing. Like the Industrial Revolution, the digital revolution will change how we lead our future lives by combining human intelligence and artificial intelligence, leveraging the strengths of both humans and machines. There are predictions that digital technology could deliver download speeds of 1 terabyte per second. That is, you could download over 140 hours of Netflix in 1 second. But where will you have the time to watch them? Maybe the time saved on house cleaning, which will be entirely done by robots. Artificial intelligence and big data analytic tools will also improve personal lifestyles. Immersive virtual and augmented reality environments will also play a significant role in offering customers virtual personalized experience. With the advent of virtual reality, web browsing companies will soon be able to blur the lines between physical and digital realms. Health technology will deliver virtual or digital companions and carers knowing our health intimately over our lifetime. Will produce reproduction of vital organs, replacing damaged or diseased organs, exceeding the quality of the original organs. Data collection systems that collect patient data to give more accurate pictures of individual health will come, and robots, of course, will perform tasks that are too dangerous for us. Today, we present awards to our teaching and learning students. And in our School of Teaching and Learning, the emphasis is on the development of our lecturers and trainers in industry. Much of our education, that's the education that we receive in our lifetime, is mechanistic. And it prompted William Butler Yeats to state, education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. The driving force and raison d'etre for those graduating from this program today is to kindle a fire of curiosity in their learners. Our engineering graduates, benefiting from our collaboration with the Institute of Industrial and Systems Engineers, will bring about continuous change in the workplace and thus avoid the trauma of ultimately dealing with years of neglected change. Industrial engineers optimize complex processes, systems, and organizations, and work to eliminate the waste of time, money, materials, man-hours, machine time, energy, and other resources. As Ireland's economy continues to grow apace, our graduate skills have never been more valuable. We welcome today's graduates from the Griffith College Professional Academy, being awarded certificates and diplomas across a range of programs, validated by qualifications at Quality Assurance Ireland, Griffith College, and the Institute of Commercial Management. Bear in mind, however, I referred earlier to machines, so they won't do everything. Human activity will be needed. We must cultivate vibrant competition and entrepreneurial dynamism in small and medium-sized enterprises. This will act as a bulwark against undue influence in democracy by corporate giants. Proper regulation of social media and financial markets will also be critical to ensuring that democratic politics and responsible business can thrive. Government will need to regulate and facilitate platform owners to take responsibility for the content they host, because they are the ones profiting from it. You're graduating at a unique time in history, human history. The world ahead of you is filled with opportunities. Don't let anyone tell you it's too late or too soon to start something new. Don't let fear hold you back from making a difference, which you are well capable of doing. Always stay curious, keep learning, never lose sight of your dreams. Follow them, but don't spend your life sleepwalking. The world needs your wide-awake passion, your creativity, and your commitment to making it a better place. You'll live longer, you'll see more, you'll be able to achieve things we can only dream about today, so make the most of it. As you step into this world of boundless potential, remember the words of Mahatma Gandhi, you must be the change you want to see in the world. The power to effect change lies within each of you. I have no doubt that you will rise to the occasion, leaving an indelible mark on this world with brilliance, compassion, and unwavering determination. I want you to envisage the years when you will be the ones making the key decisions, the ones influencing the course of history. Your future may be as Minister for Justice, as Minister for State at the Department of Foreign Affairs, as Government Press Secretary, as Managing Partner in KPMG, as Chief Executive Officer of Citibank Ireland, as Chief Financial Officer of Ryanair, as first female jockey to win the Grand National, Dublin Chamber's youngest president, playing for Ireland in the Rugby World Cup, the owner of Homestorm, or a best-selling author, or Love Island TV presenter. I should stress that All of these functions are or have been held by alumni of Griffith College. So you follow in distinguished footsteps. We must match your success with a future in which you will be proud to call yourself Griffith graduates. You and your successors as Griffith students have every right to equal access to government educational funding, and you are entitled to ask, why have the civil service not accepted the recommendation of the Oireachtas Committee on Education to give private higher education students means-tested SUSI grants? Why is a case-by-case application for disability support required by our students and not automatic, as in the case of public sector students? Does disability in itself not create a right for unqualified support? I'm about to conclude, but let me point out that nothing is achieved without stress and strain. When you get to my age, you greatly value the diminishing capacity of memory. I recall the memory difficulties of a colleague who sat in a restaurant with his wife, trying to recall the name of a restaurant where they had eaten the previous week. He called over the waitress and asked, "Tell me the name of a flower." To which she responded, "Rose." He said, "No." Then she said, "Tulip," and he said, "No." And then she said, "Lily," and he said, "Ah, yes," and turned to his wife and said, "Lily, what was the name of the restaurant in which we ate last week?" From this, I hope you will all understand the stresses and strains that are undergone by students and lecturers at exam time. As you leave Griffith today, remember that you are not alone. You are part of a community that spans continents, a legacy that spans generations. Draw strength from your alma mater, from the knowledge that you are equipped not only with the skills and expertise to excel, but with wisdom to lead with integrity and purpose. You are a child of the universe. No less than the trees and the stars, you have a right to be here. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it's still a beautiful world. Be cheerful and strive to be happy. Can I just say, for those of you who are, just to say to you all, that you are very, very welcome here on campus, just to show, if only to show off the new BMW. We wish you every success, and we wish you effectively the success that you richly deserve. Can I, in this connection, may I just share with you the words of William Butler Yeats from the Song of Wandering Aengus. And he says, "May you pluck till time and times are done, the silver apples of the moon and golden apples of the sun." Congratulations.
President, it is the wish of the College to confer a Professional Excellence Award. I call upon Sinead O'Dea, Deputy Head of Griffith College Cork's campus, to present Mr. Adam Harris for the Griffith College Professional Excellence Award.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and esteemed colleagues, it is our great privilege and honour to present to you today a man whose unwavering dedication and visionary leadership have had an indelible impact on the lives of so many. Mr. Adam Harris, CEO and founder of As I Am, Ireland's autism charity. Adam is not just a leader. He is a pioneer, an advocate, and a change maker in the truest sense. At the young age of 16, Adam was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome. And it is from this personal journey that he found the strength to champion a cause that would go on to change the landscape of autism understanding and inclusion in Ireland. recognizing the gap in society's understanding of autism and the support available for individuals on the spectrum, Adam founded As I Am in 2013, an organisation that would become the national voice for autistic people in Ireland. Through As I Am, Adam has worked tirelessly to raise awareness, challenge misconceptions, and advocate for meaningful change. Under his leadership, the organisation has become an indispensable resource, providing education, support, and community for autistic individuals and their families. As I Am's work spans across education, employment, and healthcare, addressing barriers and pushing for a more inclusive Ireland, where every individual, regardless of neurodiversity, can thrive. Adam's vision extends far beyond raising awareness. It's about creating a society where autistic individuals are understood, accepted, and fully integrated into all aspects of life. A Social Entrepreneurs Ireland awardee, his efforts have brought about transformative policy changes, not just within organisations, but at government level, ensuring that autism is no longer viewed through the lens of limitation, but of potential. It's not only his professional achievements that distinguish Adam, but his personal courage and empathy. He has used his own experiences as a platform to engage in conversations that matter, fostering a more compassionate and informed society. His voice has resonated not only across Ireland, but on the international stage, where he has become a sought-after speaker, shedding light on the importance of neurodiversity and inclusion. In July 2020, Adam was appointed to the Irish Human Rights and Equality Commission, and he serves as an Executive Council member for Autism Europe. For his outstanding contributions to autism advocacy, Adam has been the recipient of numerous accolades, including being named one of Ireland's most influential young leaders, winner of the 2014 Social Entrepreneurs Ireland Award, and more recently, the 2020 Business and Finance ESG Awards. However, it is the lives he has touched and the barriers he has broken that stand as the true testament of his work. Today, we honour Adam Harris, not just for the incredible strides he has made through As I Am, but for his relentless pursuit of a world that is inclusive, understanding, and supportive of all people, regardless of their differences. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in recognising Adam Harris, an exceptional individual whose work continues to inspire, educate, and lead us toward a more inclusive society. President, I now formally present to you Adam Harris for the Professional Excellence Award.
Nish, bhfuil an fáilte go ráibh go dtíon cuid an ócáid ina mrun for cáilíochtaí, náisiúnta agus idirnáisiúnta a raibh céimeatha an choláiste. I now welcome you to the part of our proceedings at which national and international awards will be conferred on graduates of the college, and I declare open this awards ceremony. Ira Maran Tullif, Diarmid Hegarty, Uachtarán Coláistí Griffith, Cáiliacht í náisiúnt agus idirnáisiúnta bhrunna na réamh céimithe atá dar Herbert ag an Coláiste. I call upon Professor Diarmid Hegarty, President of Griffith College, to confer awards on the graduates of this college presented by the college for that purpose.
Let me first, if I may, explain the significance of this moment. You may or may not have noticed that, in fact, in my earlier address, I referred to you as graduands, those in the course of graduating. And this act of conferring upon you your degrees actually makes you graduates. Now, it's not, in fact, in any way to take from all that you have done, all the hard work that you have undertaken in order to achieve the qualifications that you have. They are entirely your own, but we have got a formal process whereby we confer the status of graduate upon you. And that's what this is about, okay? I'm going to first do it in the Irish language, okay? And then having done so, I will do it in English. Har ceann, Coláistí Griffith, agus cóirla dearbhú, Coilíochta agus Coilíochtaí Éireann. Brunam, Coilíochtaí Cheannamáire an Coláiste, a bhíonn haideach amach í leithna Coilíochtaí. Agus irim go gcuirte na Cheannamáire féime bhráid, han go féidirlam a good part a Herbert dóibh go fórmúil. In English, on behalf of Griffith College and Quality and Qualifications Ireland, I hereby confer the awards on the learners of the college who've achieved the standards determined for those awards, and I ask that those learners be presented to me so that I may formally present them with their parchments.
Iarmanish Seamus Fitzpatrick, Ceann Dáibhe, Laureate Linner Céimithe. I call upon Seamus Fitzpatrick, head of the college's business faculty, to address the graduates.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Graduates of the class of 2024, today is indeed a very special day for you and your families. My colleagues and I are also delighted to be here with you to celebrate your achievements. You've all demonstrated enormous fortitude and resilience throughout your studies, and as you enter the next chapter of your lives, the challenges you have overcome and the resilience you have shown will strengthen your character and benefit you enormously. As Franklin D. Roosevelt once said, a smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. I would also like to thank my faculty colleagues, including program directors, year heads, faculty administrators and lecturers for their enormous support throughout your studies. Today's conferring groups from the business faculty include those receiving degrees in business, marketing, HR, and accounting and finance. We deliver these programs on a full-time, part-time, and blended basis. Partnerships are a cornerstone of all of these programs, and a number of our graduates here today come from our international partner institutions, while others come from our industry partners. I'm sure our full-time graduates will allow me to begin by applauding the commitment and motivation of our closely knit part-time and blended graduates. For it's one thing to undertake a very demanding and challenging degree program on a full-time basis, but to attend classes 3 nights every week or to maintain the self-discipline of studying through our blended mode, while at the same time trying to balance the pressures of a full-time job is quite another. Your perseverance, dedication, and adaptability is highly commendable. Like the part-time and blended graduates, our full-time graduates are also a very talented and committed group, and your lectures were very, very complimentary on your application and your performance. Many of you sitting here today are wondering, what is the next step? Where is the train heading? What am I going to do after today? you reflect, and then you think and you plan. Traditionally, the choice is facing you and facing new graduates. And the great thing is you have plenty of choices. But traditionally, the choices are three main categories: securing a full-time job, or if some of you part-time or blended graduates, advancing your career. Pursuing further third-level education, so you might think you've enough of it, but it's amazing how many, particularly part-time and blended graduates I meet, and they're saying to me, I want to go on now and do a master's. I want to do this, I want to do that. And initially, the first year, they're a different person altogether, but after 3 years, they just simply want to progress and progress. So some of you may decide to do further study. Some of you may decide to do your professional qualifications, ACCA, for example. And some of you, particularly the full-time graduates, may say, you know what, I deserve a year abroad. I'm going and I'm going to travel the world. So you have lots and lots of choices today, guys, and it's a great position to be in. So whatever your decisions are and whatever you decide to do, you can take great comfort in the fact that your new qualifications today will greatly enhance your options. Rest assured that my colleagues and I are always here to offer you any advice, assistance and support that you may need. In fact, we recently hosted a very successful careers event here in Griffith College, and with many of Ireland's leading employers were at this event. But what really gave us enormous satisfaction was meeting former Griffith graduates now working with these companies, ambassadors on the day, so they could speak to our current students and our students can relate to them, their former Griffith graduates. So we were delighted not only to meet them again, but to see how well they were doing in their careers and the fact that the companies chose them as their ambassadors. I'm in touch with many Griffith alumni and on LinkedIn, and I'm always delighted when I see notifications and hear of their accomplishments, whether it's new jobs, promotions, postgraduate awards, professional awards. And I've no doubt many of you will be updating your LinkedIn after today, and your Instagram, and your Facebook, and your Twitter with all of your selfies and your photos and your profile pics. And you all do look amazing today, absolutely. Very different from 3 or 4 years ago. So as you embark on the next chapters of your lives, I would like to conclude with some words from the American writer William Arthur Ward. This is what he said: "The adventure of life is to learn. The purpose of life is to grow. The nature of life is to change. The challenge to overcome. The essence of life is to care. The opportunity of life is to serve. The secret, to love. The spice of life is to befriend. And the beauty of life is to give." So congratulations again to you all, and I hope you have a really terrific and amazing day. Thank you.
Irmanish Jackie Tracy, Stuart Clore, Ira Herbert. I call upon Jackie Tracy, Programme Director, to present candidates in respect of the Business Faculty's degree programmes in Business and Marketing.
Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our graduation today for the BA in Business. President, I now present to you the graduates and I wish you to present their awards. Rushara Carla Chinzara. Nathan Croots. Justine Lucas. Coral Del Mar Martina Reina. You're welcome. Abdulaziz Mohammed. Eric Monaghan. And the BA in Marketing, Stephen Lovett. Thank you.
Irbanish Seamus Fitzpatrick, Count Diva, Irahori Herbert. I call upon Seamus Fitzpatrick, Head of Faculty, to present candidates in respect of the college's honours degree programmes.
President, I now present you the following candidates who have successfully completed programmes in the Faculty of Business and who are worthy of the QQI Award of BA Honours in Business, BA Honours in Business with Marketing, and BA Honours in Business with HR. Shane Agnew. Marcello Said Alejandre Rosenbluth. Joseph Callan. Laura Campbell. Joanne Carmody. Maximilian Kojakari. Claudia Corrigan. Evan Cotter. Brendan Cox. Joyce De Silva. Arnaud Demout. Isabel Doyle. Carl Doyle. Dragomir Dragnev. Liana Liliane Madeline Dry Palmadisa. Anne Theresa Anthony Enaka Parambil. Carl Falk. Mark Farrell. Jesse Farrell Quinn. Angel Mary Franklin. Franciele Forlan. Clara Haysert. Isaac David Hijenyi. Holly Keane. John Kehoe. Michael King. Shannon Maria Lobo. Aaron Long. Leander Lux. Patrick Mack. Patrick Madubuko. Pavneet Singh Mand. Sebastian Mayrofer. Joseph McGoldrick. Owen McHugh. Tatiana Mitatelu. All right. Chloe Christiane Francois Morel. Leon Murphy. Paulina Padun. Dylan Pierce Roke. Calvin Power. Christina Rosetnik. Grace Rossiter. Ruzika Sarovic. Eloise Segore. Patrick Shaffrey. Mary Short. Samuel Smith. Timothy Sessenbulya. Lorenzo Troyan Zanetti. Naroa Ausas Dominguez. Maxim Bunovsky. David Cullen. Kelly Dunn O'Sullivan. Megan Guthrie. Tori Lawrence Malone. Jamie Lynch, Enrique Melini Pose, Si Ling Ngu, Diep An Ngoyen, Rosebell Ranola, Sofia Marcos Rodriguez Andrade, Mario Salinas, Yi Yon Tai, Vicente Ricardo Worrell Uriola, Benjamin McAfee Day,
Irminish Madeline Ford, Lascian Doiva, Irhoria Herbert. I call upon Madeline Ford, Deputy Head of the College's Business Faculty, to present candidates in respect of the College's honours degree in Accounting and Finance.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests present, before I present the graduates for their award, I would just like to say to the Accounting and Finance graduates here today and watching online, on behalf of the faculty, I would like to congratulate you all and wish each one of you every success for your future. Well done. We are very proud of you. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed the BA Honours in Accounting and Finance programme and who are worthy of their QQI award, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Rabatul Adewoye. Abdul Rahman Tayi Adedeji. Hui Yin Ong. Twinkle Gobel Asani. Maria Gase Azevedo de Souza. Laura Benson. Nicholas Bloom. Andrew Boyle. Sarah Bradshaw. Emily Brennan. Kieran Byrne. Barbara Canuto. Natalia Evelyn Caputo Duarte. Yvonne Jint Chen. Harry Comey. Suzanne Conway. Ciara Duff. Sean Dunnican. William Elenov. Stephen Priory. Karim Galimov. Ankbaya Tulga. Vincenzo Gentilumo. Lee Gleason. Aziza Ishmael. Sabrina Gentmer. You're welcome. Midian Kelly. So-Yul Kim. Samir Kumar. Samantha Marie Leahy. Etienne Lete dos Santos. Jia Chi Lee. Dylan Lynch Parsons. Eleanor Maciel. Amanda Martin Silva. Abby Moore. Everlyn Muyeni Muli. Abdul Musawa Nazari. Daisy Ogechi Nwanji. Maria Power. Adriana Renato. 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 Ronnie Prios. Mahima Sanjihira. Manorama Sanjihira. Siri Sharan Vakalapatha. Patti. Anna Vornikov. Wu Shi Tong. Constance Zimbudzi.
Iramanish Jackie Tracy, Stewart Clore, Irahoria Herbert. I call upon Jackie Tracy, Programme Director, to present candidates in respect of the college's Professional Academy programmes.
Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, welcome to the presentation of awards for the Griffith College Professional Academy. Firstly, I must say congratulations to our graduates. Today is a very special day for you and your family and some of your friends that are here today. This conferring is in respect of the following programmes: Professional Diploma in Business Management, Professional Diploma in Human Resource Management, and the Certificate in Applied Human Resource Management for Irish hotels and guest houses. These professional programmes are run on a part-time and blended basis, with many classes taking place in the evening. I'm sure you will agree that it takes great commitment trying to balance work, home life and study. These graduates come from many sectors: the hotel industry, Dublin Airport, healthcare and retail, to name just a few. These programmes offer learners the opportunity to develop new skills and knowledge and to gain a qualification, thus allowing for greater career opportunities. This is vital in light of the growing economy. All the learners on these programmes have excellent progression opportunities, and eventually can lead to gaining an honours degree in their chosen discipline. President, I now present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed their programmes in the Griffith College Professional Academy and are worthy of their professional awards, and I would ask you to present their parchment. Certificate in Applied Human Resource Management for Irish Hotels and Guest Houses, Anna Maria Zabo. Diploma in Business Management, Eduardo Luis Egers. Professional Diploma in Business Management, Ger Carter. Professional Diploma in Business Management, Stephen Cook. Professional Diploma in Business Management, Brian Kane. Professional Diploma in Business Management, Sarah O'Toole. Professional Diploma in Human Resource Management, Aoife Turner. Thank you.
Irminish are John McDonough, Stewart Clore, Irahoria Herbert. I call upon John McDonough, Programme Director, to present degree candidates in respect of the college's Bachelor of Engineering in Industrial Engineering.
Good afternoon, graduates, president, faculty, family, and friends. Today we celebrate the completion of your Bachelor of Engineering in Industrial and Systems Engineer, but the extraordinary dedication and resilience you have demonstrated all along the way. You came here as students. Today, you're leaving as engineers ready to make a meaningful impact. This year's capstone projects highlighted the remarkable work you have done and accomplished that will make that impact, from automating finishing processes in medical devices, enhancing both the efficiency and the precision, to improving water pumps and filtration systems so Dublin Airport can meet its environmental targets. These projects reflect the importance of your studies in solving real-world problems. As you move forward, remember that engineering is more than mechanics and design. It's about problem solving, integrity, and commitment to improving lives. Engineers make things. Industrial engineers make them better. Congratulations, graduates. We're immensely proud of you. Go shape the future. Thank you. Mr. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed the Bachelor of Engineering and are worthy of the QQI award, and I would ask you to award them their parchments. Den Allen Bavano. Owen Brown. Paul Callahan. Owen Casey. Daniel Costello. Luke Cummins. Jonathan Cusack. Kieran Doyle. Paul Flynn. William Gannon. Lucia Gomez Fernandez. Noel Thomas Griffin. Jared Hankey. Jonathan Hare. Lee James. Darrell Kearns. Conan Kanini. Patrick Kiley. Adam Lambert. Barry McCourt. Ken McGrath. Robert McGuff. In. Daniel McKeever. Stephen McKenna. Raymond Malloy. Raffaella Morazzini. Raffaella. Thank you. Ian O'Connor. Ron O'Neill. Breeden O'Brook. Nathan O'Shea. James Phelan. Darren Rooney. Peter Takas. Thank you. Madio Tamika. Julian Van Zee. Dara Ward.
Iramanish Yvonne Farrell, Stewart Clore, Irahori Herbert. And the final group presented here today, I call upon Yvonne Farrell, Programme Director with the College's Teaching and Learning Department, to present candidates in respect of the Certificate, Postgraduate Diploma and Master of Arts in Education, Learning and Development.
Thank you. Welcome to the graduates from the Faculty of Teaching and Learning for the Certificate in Education, Learning and Development, the Postgraduate Diploma in Education, Learning and Development, and the Masters in Education, Learning and Development. This programme brings together the academic lecturers from Griffith College, who themselves take their own continuous professional development really seriously, and also the professionals from industry and learning and development. And it brings them together in collaboration to think about education and learning in Ireland and wider. In a world where education, learning and development is changing at a rapid pace, and some of the jobs and skills of the future aren't even known yet those of you graduating today from these programs have two key characteristics in common. Your dedication to your learners and your learning and development in industry, and also your drive to inspire critical thinking, change in education, learning and development for the future and the future of work. Before I invite you to come forward to present you with your award, I ask each of you to stop for a moment. Notice what you're wearing. Look at your invited guests in the audience or online and the pride that they have for you today. Think about what you've worked for and what your family have supported you in, and probably cursed you as well from time to time, no doubt. And in the words of Malcolm X, education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for today. And the lecturers of the faculty who are also here on the podium, and many of them who are also around today, they are honoured to be part of your journey. And they too have been part of this programme. And as I say, wish you all the very best in your future journeys. Congratulations. So without further ado, President, I'm honoured to present you with the following graduates who successfully completed the programmes in the Certificate of Education, Learning and Development, the Postgraduate Diploma in Education, Learning and Development, and the Master Programme in Education, Learning and Development, who are very worthy of their QQI award. Olga Bespavlova. The Postgraduate Diploma in Arts, John Fitzgerald. The Postgraduate Diploma in Arts, Katie Moore. Camille Rocca. Master of Arts, Sandra Cooper. Patricia Healy. Joseph Kavanagh. Frank Kenny.
Corinne Creek, Le Brunnen and Novoctony. As we conclude our conferring of awards, I'd like to invite everyone to give a final special round of applause to everyone here and the graduates online. Now that our graduates have been conferred with their awards, I would like to invite Mr. Adam Harris, holder of the Griffith College Professional Excellence Award, to address the graduates.
Thank you, President, faculty, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to begin by saying a huge thank you to Griffith College and to you, Professor Hegarty, for the great honour that you've bestowed on me today. I was deeply honoured by your citation and want to thank Sinead so much for the very generous words that she put together. And in preparing for today and researching this college, it's particularly an honour to receive this recognition from an institution which has placed diversity and student-centred practice as key values, and which has a vision that places social enterprise and innovation at its core. To those of you who are graduating today, I'd like to offer my warmest congratulations to you and to take this opportunity to wish you all the very best as you begin your careers or the next chapter of your lives. I'd also like to acknowledge your family and friends who join you here today and who've supported you in the studies you've undertaken to reach this juncture. I'm very conscious that I stand between you and your celebrations, so I promise that I'm not going to detain you for too long. I suppose in terms of the journey that we've been on in As I Am over the last decade as Ireland's autism charity, I embarked on that work based on my own experiences growing up as an autistic person in Ireland. And while we have a great road to travel when it comes to the rights of autistic people in Ireland, the Ireland that I was born into in the mid-1990s couldn't have looked less similar when it comes to the outlook on autism. We were a society that still very much segregated autistic people, a society in which it was presumed that autistic people would spend time in special education, a society that spoke not about empowering autistic people and changing the environment, but spoke about as autistic people and the characteristics of autism as the challenge that was to be solved. And as I grew up in that society, I spent time in special education. As the system began to change, I had the opportunity to move to mainstream school and with the support of an SNA. And by the time I was in secondary school, I was independently within the school system. And I suppose against that backdrop, we've seen the transformation of Ireland in that time. We've seen a point in time whereby autism was seen as something relatively rare, something that a psychologist perhaps might encounter once in their career, to a point in time where we now have at least 1 in 27 people in Ireland having an autism diagnosis. We see a reality within Ireland that we have never had higher levels of awareness of autism. Indeed, in a recent As I Am poll, we know that over 80% of people have now heard of autism as a clinical diagnosis. A majority of us say that we know somebody who's autistic. Of that majority, a small minority says that somebody within their own immediate family is autistic. So we're seeing a real growth in awareness. But awareness is a passive action. You can be aware of something sitting on your couch. The reality is we need to move beyond awareness towards true understanding and acceptance. And I felt as a teenager in Ireland that we still have a huge amount of distance to travel when we look at the stigma that surrounds autism and autistic people. And that stigma comes at an enormous cost to the autism community. We know that if you're autistic, you're statistically likely to live a shorter, less happy, and less well-remunerated life than you would if you were a neurotypical person. We know that autistic people are dying between 16 and 32 years younger than non-autistic people on average. We know within the Irish autistic population, autistic people are 9 times more likely to die by suicide. And these are stark statistics, but the reason that they are important is they are not inevitable. To access an autism diagnosis, you do not need to be unhappy, you do not need to be socially isolated, you do not need to be unemployed. And yet that is the reality for far too many autistic people in our country. That is what led me to establishing As I Am 10 years ago, and we've now grown to become Ireland's autism charity. And our vision is a society here in Ireland in which every autistic person is accepted as they are, equal, valued and respected. We are an autistic-led organisation, which means we put the voices of autistic people at the heart of every aspect of our work. And at any given time, our team within the organisation, 50% of our staff are autistic. We have seen a scenario as we've grown over the last 10 years where we've been able to both build out this range of supports we provide directly to autistic people and families, but also critically look at how we can shift the narrative around autism, moving away from the idea of autistic people adapting to the environment towards the idea of how we change attitudes and the environments so that autistic people have the same chance to participate. Over the last decade, we've had some significant achievements. We have developed a framework for communities to become autism friendly. That saw the town of Clonakilty in West Cork in 2018 become Ireland's first autism friendly town. And we now have 42 communities across Ireland working to this standard, including Dublin City, who is working with us to become the world's first designated autism friendly capital city. We have developed our support services for autistic people. In August, our Autism Information Line received its 10,000th call since November 2021. And every month, in excess of 1,000 autistic children, family members and adults access our group-based support programmes online, in Dublin offices or in our locations across the country. But as we celebrate our 10th anniversary, we're not looking back. We're very much looking towards the future and what we can achieve together as a society if we really recommit to this concept of the same chance. We hear a lot of buzzwords around diversity and inclusion, and one of those buzzwords is the concept of mainstreaming. We talk about how important it is to mainstream autistic people. But if we're serious about mainstreaming, it's not about where we move people, it's about how we actually change the fabric of our communities. And that means that it's not just about educating our teachers or our carers or our healthcare workers, it's about recognising that for society to be truly inclusive of autistic people, we need the butcher, the baker and the candlestick maker to have the appropriate level of knowledge and be prepared to take the appropriate action so that autistic people can have the same chance. So I suppose what is critical in our work as we're expanding over the coming decade, we have made a commitment that we want to ensure that no matter where you live in the country, you are able to access group-based As I Am support services. In Q1 of 2025, we will be opening 2 community centres called One Stop Shop for the autism community, one here in Dublin and one in Galway. And our ambition is to expand this network to 9 sites over the coming 5 years. We're putting an emphasis on hearing the voices of autistic people that too often go unheard. A significant portion of people within our community communicate not by using words. And this year we will provide high-tech AAC devices to 550 autistic children so that they can have their voices heard. But it's really, really important that we recognise that we can provide all the supports we want to autistic people, but if we don't build the capacity of the communities we live in, the challenges we face will continue. This year, we conducted an Attitudes to Autism poll, And usually in our polling, we ask people questions like, would you make friends with someone who's autistic? Would you send your child to school with someone who's autistic? Would you hire someone who's autistic? And when they know an autism charity is asking us these questions, they tend to tell us what we want to hear. So this year we did something a little bit different. We described day-to-day scenarios in our community where we know autistic people can be left behind. And what was really telling is people are still struggling to apply the knowledge they have to the invisible difference that is autism. 60% of us say we'd be uncomfortable having a conversation with somebody who doesn't make eye contact. Over half of us think if you can't sit still and be quiet, you shouldn't go to the cinema. Over a third of us think if a colleague in the workplace asks you to put something in writing instead of speaking to them, that it's potentially unprofessional. These are small differences, these are small accommodations, but they are the difference between somebody being able to thrive in the community or someone being able to survive in the community. They are the barriers on a day-to-day basis that not only leave behind autistic people, but represent the loss of talent and insight and an alternative way of looking at the world to our communities and to our enterprises. So I ask you today, as you set off from here into your various careers and whatever world of work that you're working in, that you remember the importance of leaving nobody behind. And it's not just the case that exclusion hurts those it affects directly, which it does, but it actually represents a huge loss to society, a huge cost to society. And we know that companies, communities, societies that are inclusive and accepting are more successful and are more prosperous. In particular, as many of you will go on to work in companies or to indeed work as employers yourselves, I would urge you to consider this one statistic. Ireland at present is at full employment, and we know in all industries employers are struggling to get the talent that we need. And yet we know that 85% of autistic people are presently unemployed or underemployed. And when we just consider that statistic, many people within our communities, graduates like yourselves, who aren't having that opportunity to break into the workplace. So we really need to ensure that the world of work leaves nobody behind. The world of work is changing so greatly at present. We're seeing the cultures of our workplace shift since the COVID-19 pandemic. We're hearing about how artificial intelligence is going to change what all of us have to do on a day-to-day basis within the world of work. We will need people who think differently. We will need to make our workplaces appealing to people who think differently. And my urge to you will be, wherever you go, to support inclusion, to support acceptance, and to support diversity. So in leaving you today, I think the key central message from my field, from my career so far, but indeed in every career, is that knowledge is power. And in the words of Maya Angelou, you do the best you can until you know better. And then when you know better, do better. Thank you.
Ian Erica, Agrina Uishta, Coram Creaclish and Sharman Shaw, Condav Octany of Runna, Erkemahun Kalashta, Baron Buikas Liv Galer. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the ceremony for the purpose of conferring awards on the graduates of the college. Our best wishes and thanks to you all. This year marks the 50th anniversary of the college since its foundation in 1974. During these years, we're delighted to have graduated over 40,000 graduates, with nationally and internationally accredited awards across a wide range of disciplines in accountancy, business, computing, design, drama, education, engineering, healthcare, journalism and media, law, music technology, pharmaceutical science, and the visual and creative arts. While today's graduates are here with us, I'd like to take this opportunity to briefly mention the Griffith College Alumni Network. With Griffith College graduates living in Ireland, Europe, and in over 120 countries worldwide, the network is an excellent way to stay in touch with your classmates, fellow graduates, and the college. The network is also proving to be a valuable resource for recent graduates seeking or changing employment. We're also delighted to see our graduates from earlier years using the network to recruit Griffith graduates of their own to meet their own organisation's needs. Details of the network are on griffithalumninetwork.com and on the college's website. On behalf of the college, we would like to invite you all the guests of the graduates here today, to enjoy some refreshments immediately afterwards in the college's restaurant downstairs. We would ask the graduates to oblige us for a few more moments while we capture in photographic form just how lovely you look today. So once the photographs have been taken, the graduates can rejoin their guests and celebrate their achievements in style. For now, we wish you every joy and happiness in celebrating your success with your close friends throughout the day. And as a token, as we leave the auditorium, we have small boxes of chocolates for everyone as we head our separate ways. For your safety, we would ask all the guests to remain in their seats until the academic procession has passed, and then you may leave the auditorium. Please stand for the academic procession.